showcasing the transition to adulthood, and my tattooing continues to become more widespread and more socially accepted as tattooing becomes as tattoo. Hi everyone, my name is Vishwa and you are watching Facts No Printer, a show where we talk about all things about fun facts about the world and beyond. Living in the West, we often think of tattoos as rebellious in nature or a Western concept. But did you know that around the world in so many cultures, tattoos have a very rich and deep history? For thousands of years, tattooing has been practiced in various cultures for many reasons, including cultural, religious, beauty, or just for personal significance. In this episode, we will learn about some of these cultures and their tattooing practices. First, we'll start off with the Maori of present-day New Zealand. The Maori people of New Zealand have a traditional tattooing practice called tamoko. Tamoko has a very deep cultural and spiritual significance, as the intricate designs of these markings hold various meanings like social status, ancestry, or their affiliations with tribes. It also shows their connection to nature and their genealogy. There are different designs for men and women, and there are usually rituals or ceremonies attached with receiving tamoko. The designs are unique to the person receiving them, and usually are applied to the face, although they can also be applied to other parts of the body as well. Next is India. As India consists of so many different cultures, there's an incredibly rich and diverse history of tattooing practice here, especially in tribal communities. There are so many reasons for tattooing. Tattoos have historically been used to mark identities such as life experiences or tribal affiliations, and to showcase various parts of the culture or the religion the person is from as a form of pride and identity. In many communities in India, it is also seen as a form of beauty enhancement, especially for women. There is also spiritual and religious significance, such as getting tattoos of deities, iconographies, or religious symbols, as a form of showing devotion. Along with these permanent tattoos, I thought I'd also mention the temporary henna tattoos that both India, South Asia, the Middle East, and North Africa is known for, another form of body arts, albeit temporary, made from the henna plant. It's mainly used in ceremonies/celebrations and have elaborate patterns and cultural significance. Some examples of the different permanent tattoo styles are the Trajva tattoo that many tribal women in the state of Gujarat have, or the tattooed warriors of Nagaland to honor and distinguish them, or the Ram Namis who tattoo their entire body with the word Ram referring to the Hindu god. Next are the tattoo traditions of the Inuit. Kakennyit, the word for these traditional tattoos, are deeply rooted in indigenous Inuit communities inhabiting the Arctic regions. They are almost exclusively done amongst Inuit women by Inuit women. Facial tattoos specifically, otherwise known as tuinet, are seen as a rite of passage showcasing the transition to adulthood and marking key life events. This is traditionally applied with bone or ivory needles and have soot-based pigments. They feature geometric patterns that often symbolize personal identity, family ancestry, and achievements. They're also believed to bridge a spiritual connection with the ancestors and spirits to provide guidance and protection. Due to colonialism, the practice has experienced a very sharp decline, but now there are efforts to revive this tradition. Next is the tattooing culture of the Amazigh people. Amongst the indigenous Berber people of Saharan Africa, such as Morocco, Algeria, Libya, are the tattooing traditions laden with symbolic and cultural significance, with geometric and abstract patterns. Tattooing was mainly practiced amongst the women whose tattoo shows their personal narratives, their family ties, or connection with their tribes. They also often show milestones in their lives, such as motherhood, for example. Because of societal norms changing, this tradition has faced pushback, unfortunately, but still there is an effort to preserve this practice as part of the cultural identity of the Amazigh people. As tattooing continues to become more widespread and more socially acceptable in the Western society specifically, it is important to recognize that different forms of tattooing has existed and been celebrated throughout the world for thousands of years. And although many cultures have faced pushback because of them, there are still movements that try to revive them and bring back these traditional practices even more in the 21st century. That brings us to the end of this week's episode of Facts No Printer. Hope you learned something new today and see you next time on another episode. Bye!